We're on our way to a safe house to meet one of Iran's protest leaders. Kawa is a young man, slightly built and quietly spoken, with a few definable features that he is insistent we disguise, understandably so. He is a wanted man in Iran, and the threat of prison and torture is unthinkable. How is morale amongst your fellow protesters?
The morale is very high and they're waiting, looking for a window to come back onto the streets. Anything small that happens will bring people back onto the streets.
Kawa was on the streets the night that this happened. 3 protesters were killed and many wounded. They had to move fast before the regime got hold of the bodies.
People went to both hospitals so that the corpses would not be seized by the regime. The people went and took custody of the bodies. They brought a body to the mosque to wash it and bury it. At that moment, the regime fired on the mosque. There were women and children. I did not see anyone wearing military fatigues. The way they shot at us, it was like they were attacking an armed group, but we were civilians.
As one of the protest leaders, how vulnerable do you feel?
I feel very much under watch, and at night I'm always ready to flee if they raid our house. I've prepared everything.
How do you feel about going back?
I feel it's my responsibility to go back and resume my activities until people are free.
This is evidence that Iranian forces are using shotguns against protesters. We've been given this video of one man with hundreds of pellets embedded in his arm and body. He's being treated in an apartment. If they go to hospital, the protesters are immediately exposed as being part of the anti-government movement. And so doctors, sympathetic to the demonstrations, visit them in secret. The doctors have to smuggle medicine out of the hospitals because, like the protesters, they too are risking their lives.
If these secret medical teams were not available, most of the wounded would most likely die. Some, whose medical situations were not good, had to have their hands or arms amputated.
It's evident that there is an extensive underground network supporting the anti-government street protests. Both sides are hardening their positions. Neither side will give in. More violence is inevitable. Alistair Bunker, Sky News, in northern Iraq.